So we're going to start in with the cocktails.
Well, we need to tell him where we're going first.
Well, you can tell him that. I'll get ice.
Chili's on his own. I can't be the ice queen tonight. So this week we are on a virtual culinary road trip to Louisiana. And somewhat New Orleans and somewhat not.
Oh, you got 2% milk.
And well, I'm sorry, I don't do whole milk. You know that. So Louisiana, we can't deviate from the Cajun and Creole cuisine.
Nope.
Which is why I'm here, because the heart of the cuisine of both of them, to be honest, and certainly Cajun, is a what?
Roux.
A roux, which we have talked about a lot as I've built gravy and sauces and all sorts of things.
There's her roux. Take a look at that.
But I do quick blonde roux when I'm building those kinds of things. And our dish tonight requires a darker roux.
Yep.
And I will explain that process after Chili tells us what we're drinking.
Like almost this color.
Almost that color, yeah. It's peanut butter color right now.
Yeah, peanut butter right now.
Because I'm warm.
Yep. So in an attempt to cool her off, I'm going to make a milk punch.
Which has an interesting history.
It's a New Orleans history.
It's actually sort of a New Orleans history.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, actually, it dates back to the 1600s. But we're not going to get that technical about it. So first, I put in 2 ounces of bourbon per cocktail. And we're going to put in 3 ounces of milk. You actually want whole milk for this, but this is 2%.
And it's not going to hurt anything. You just don't want skim. Skim would be bad.
No, you don't want skim.
And you don't want milk alternatives. So if you can't do the...
Don't use the milk alternatives.
It would be okay, but it wouldn't be as good.
No, it wouldn't be okay.
Okay. I tend to agree with that.
No soy milk.
Just don't drink milk punch if you can't do the milk.
No almond milk. None of those other.
Lactose-free milk's okay. It's still milk. Milk from a different cow is okay. It's still milk.
Hey, Jill. Hey, Debbie.
Hey, Jill.
So we've got
Debbie, my mom or my aunt?
Your mama.
My mom.
We see you, Miss Jill. So we've got 3 ounces of milk, 2 ounces of bourbon, 1 ounce. We're using vanilla syrup. You can use simple syrup.
And vanilla extract.
Vanilla extract.
Or vanilla coffee syrup, which is about the same thing.
Same stuff. And you pour in. Oh, that's what I was hoping.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's what I was hopeful for. That's 1 cocktail.
I'm going to make a second one.
Of course I'm going to make a second.
Yeah, you have to go one at a time on that one.
Yeah.
So did you know that milk punch actually dates back to Scotland?
Nope.
Even though it's very popular in New Orleans?
Did not know that.
Yeah, it does.
Wow. Some of the things she teaches me.
So for those of you who saw my post earlier, the milk punch is what plays off our Scottish heritage. And come to find out, Chili's got a little Scot in him also.
A little bit.
Not anywhere near what I do.
Nope.
I can't tell you any more than that. 1600 Scotland, because I don't remember. It got here mid 1700s, I think, if I remember my history correctly.
I don't know. I know
it's good. Anyway, look at it.
It's good tasting. We're using a high rye bourbon. So you can make it with any kind of bourbon, any kind of whiskey, any kind of brandy, even. But the one we're making tonight is a high rye bourbon, bullet bourbon. The spice from the rye will add to the flavor of the cocktail a little better than a lot of the others.
You're shaking, I'm stirring.
That's right. So it's kind of like an eggnog, it's just without the egg.
Yeah.
Is really what we're looking at.
but very popular in New Orleans. And and very frothy on top. You did a good
Yes.
job shaking.
Yes. And the best part about this is it's good for a nightcap or
A morning cap.
a morning cap after a long night of cocktails.
What else is it good for or good with?
I don't know.
It's good with beignets.
Oh, is it good with beignets?
Hmm.
Well, we're going to try that out.
I mean, so is coffee, mind you, but
And then we're going to grate a little bit of nutmeg on top.
truly freshly grated.
That's right. I'm risking life and limb
Grating that nutmeg.
to get freshly grated nutmeg just for you to watch.
Oh, that nutmeg smells so good and gonna taste so good. Probably.
For you?
Thank you.
Here, take a break.
Thank you. Oh, I can do it. I
I'll
just
start.
needed to get my hands.
Let's take a break.
Okay, I'm gonna take a break. Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
You want to try this one like Saturday morning?
Yep.
Yeah, you definitely try that one. Trick of the trade, maybe with the nutmeg. Anytime you make a cream sauce or a drink, you want to add a little bit of nutmeg to it because it's going to give it that extra depth of flavor that people are going to scratch their head wondering what it is. Clearly, on this we know what it is, and it smells so good. The nutmeg when it's freshly ground like that.
And the high rye bourbon is just
That worked really well.
It does.
Yeah. It was a bit of a scramble trying to figure out what to use with this tonight.
Well, we didn't have brandy,
Mm-mm.
and I wasn't going to the liquor store just to buy brandy.
Because we don't drink it otherwise.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's going to go down fast.
I know. That's why I made so many.
Okay.
Such a tall glass.
Can you continue to stir while I put the rice in the pressure cooker real fast?
Yeah, I'll stir some more.
Okay, so we are having shrimp étouffée, which is, sorry, I'm trying to talk and function at the same time. Clearly a problem. Which is both Cajun and Creole. And I will kind of explain the difference between the two as I'm making the étouffée. Right now, I'm going to drain my rice so I can get it in the pressure cooker back here and get it going before we get too far into the process. And the only rice I had was a long grain basmati because we do a lot of stir fries in this house. So that's what I'm using. I have 2 cups of rice that I've let soak for 30 minutes because it's long grain. Going into the Instant Pot with 2 cups of water on high pressure for 4 minutes with a natural release. And we're going to keep our fingers crossed that it does what it's supposed to. It should. I do this a lot, but
So,
you know.
How long before live time do we start this roux?
So the roux I actually started right after 6 o'clock. It might have been 5 after.
So we've been going about half an hour
Right.
on the roux.
So with Cajun food specifically,
We might not be able to get everything in the 45 minutes to an hour that we like to try. So
yeah, definitely with something like this. Creole food usually does not use as dark a roux as Cajun. I can take over so I can explain while I'm stirring.
go for it.
So what we've done, or what I've done here, is a half a cup of vegetable oil with a half a cup of flour. Heated the oil so it was hot.
Stir.
Stirring, thank you. Good Lord, can't stir and talk. Added the flour a little bit at a time and whisked it until the clumps broke up. And you can see that I kind of have this. Yeah, you might not be able to see that.
Well, they can't see it right now, but they can kind of see it now.
Something that's very liquidy at the moment. Now, this is going to be used as the thickening agent. The darker the roux, the less thickening property it has, which is why there's a little bit more in here than what I would normally use. And to be honest, this is about where I want it for this dish.
It's on low heat.
It is on low heat. I kind of go between medium low and low, depending on how fast it's starting to cook.
Like William.
Yeah. And so with Cajun food specifically, gumbo, definitely gumbo. You want to take this a whole lot darker, and it takes about an hour to get there. With my étouffée, I don't like it that dark. I think it's too intense, and that's a personal preference.
You did cookie, but we'll make more.
What?
He asked if you missed the drink.
Oh, well, yeah, we'll make more.
We'll make more. We'll just make you stay on for longer.
Long time no see.
Yeah, you got to get on like right at the very beginning to miss.
Oh yeah,
to make
but
the
that's
cocktail
okay.
because that's
We
what we
always
start
make
with.
more.
Yeah. I do for sure.
So this is not a difficult process. It just takes some love and care. You can't walk away from it. Like literally, if you walk away from it and go open the door to let the dog out, you're done. Right now, this looks like a really dark, creamy peanut butter, and it smells like popcorn. If you start to smell burnt popcorn,
Yep.
start
done.
over.
Start from the beginnings.
So I'm right about. I'm a little over 30 minutes. So I'm gonna.
You're like 37.
On this. So
Turn it off.
no, I don't want it turned off. I'm gonna start the étouffée.
Start the process.
So the biggest difference between Cajun and Creole food.
A milk cream.
They both use a roux. They both use Holy Trinity, onion, celery, green pepper, garlic. So there's more there than the Trinity. Creole food typically uses some tomato of some sort. Cajun does not. Like you get kicked out of
That's right.
the family. Biggest reason for that is because tomato was accessible to the Creoles.
Because it was cost
And
wealth.
Availability. Yeah.
Wealth, money.
And there's
there's
some history there. Yeah.
So next
Some
time,
history there for
after
sure.
this is over, you'll just have to watch like the first 10 minutes, and you'll
Okay.
get all the goodies that you missed by being late.
Thank you. You stir all down. Now, once you start putting vegetables in, the roux will kind of stop itself from cooking further, so it won't be as big of an issue. Okay, so 1 cup of onion going in. 1 cup of
I had to
pepper.
put them on the.
Just keep stirring.
I know, but I need to put them. You need to put them on this to show them this.
Oh, well, I will. I can do that real fast.
Oh man, that smells good.
I'm putting in a cup of celery, and oh god, that does smell good. Homegrown celery, and you keep stirring, drink and stir. And I'm going to shift gears so I can show you what homegrown celery looks like. This actually came from our friend Jennifer, but we do have a couple of farms here locally that grow celery. And I didn't have room to keep any intact to show you.
So good.
It's very different than what you get at the grocery store. So it's mostly leaf. So use the leaves. Don't throw them away. Perfectly edible. So I put leaves and stalks in there. And this is how big the stalks get. This is like almost as big as the stalks get. This one's a little bit bigger. They're little bitty short plants compared to what you see in the supermarket.
Like thick.
It's
got 2 C's thick right now. It's not 3 C's yet.
okay. It's okay. I'm going to cut the end of this up. Put the end of the celery in because I'm not going to waste it. Keep on going. So a cup each of those 3. I've lost my fresh garlic, so I'm using it out of a jar, and I probably am going to dump 3 cloves in there, maybe 4. All good.
Oh man.
And cayenne pepper, which I don't have any of at the moment. So I'm using New Orleans Cooking School Cajun seasoning. And Creole Cajun food's not like super hot. Garlic, cayenne, a little bit of cayenne, not like kill you cayenne. And then we're going to add a quart of seafood stock, vegetable stock, chicken stock.
Seafood.
But seafood stock is what I have because I'm using shrimp. This comes together quick.
Hi, Rhonda.
After you. Hey, Rhonda.
Savoy.
After you do the roux part, it takes a long time. The rest of it comes together pretty fast. And then we're just going to let it sit and stay on warm. It's in a cast iron Dutch oven. We're going to also let it cook so those vegetables cook.
It's okay.
Typical étouffée, by the way, is crawfish. Guess what I can't find?
Let's go show them that pan. Get them back to this pan here. This is it, folks.
It is so good. It's one of my favorites.
All those veggies.
Oh, and just
And the garlic.
You know, we're gonna let it cook on a low simmer to get those vegetables tender. Let's see where it's at. Sitting.
It's on medium.
Yeah, perfect.
I got it.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, we're back now. So that the roux takes the longest part. What I will say, normally I chop vegetables and kind of show you how to do things with veggies. Couldn't do that tonight. So everything, I pre-prepped everything. So it goes pretty quick when you do that. Otherwise you risk burning your roux and you just can't. It wasn't worth the risk for me to ruin an entire pot of étouffée. So the longer this goes, that flour, that roux will start to thicken everything. It won't be like gravy thick. You don't want it gravy thick necessarily. But it smells so good. So, any questions? I feel like we're going to stand here and wait a few minutes. Maybe Chili's going to make another drink. So,
yep. So Cookie can catch up.
Yeah, exactly. So our latecomers can catch up with the drink part.
Right. Catch up to the cocktails.
Mm-hmm. And you've got nutmeg nut left, so I don't think you're going to need more. Ooh, yummy.
You never know.
But if you have any questions, shout them out.
Right. Bullet high rye bourbon. If you're making normal size cocktails, you want 2 ounces. But you're watching the Davises. So we're making Davis size cocktails. So that's 4 ounces.
Okay, I'm using last week's oil.
Sweet.
Because that's the next.
Normal size cocktail, 3 ounces of milk. Davis size, 6 ounces of milk. We're going to be out of sweetener. Should have made more.
Well, I don't have any more vanilla either.
And this one's going to get about 1.25 ounces.
I can.
Of vanilla.
You might just have to drink beer after that.
Hey, that's fine with me. This has got vanilla syrup, so you want for a regular one, you want 1 ounce of simple syrup and then a couple dashes of vanilla extract. We happen to have vanilla coffee syrup, so that's what we used because.
And we're out.
Oh.
It's cinnamon.
Cinnamon vanilla.
With rye, you think that'd be good?
Yeah, probably okay.
You don't want the.
It's almost empty though.
Guess what?
What?
There's a whole nother bottle down there because I love it so much.
I bet you we can use it. We'll try.
We can try. It can be cinnamon milk punch.
We'll try it. And then shake that son of a gun up. Yeah, we'll try it. I'll try it. I like cinnamon. We both like cinnamon, so.
Oh yeah, might as well.
We'll try it. We're gonna run out of bullet next, though.
Well, I'm sure we have something else we can use.
We have plenty of other bourbons, though, that can go just as well.
Don't have as much space over here.
And that's why we use that size cup.
Let me get my little bitty rolling pins out. Okie dokie.
And microplane some nutmeg on top to garnish it to make it look pretty. There. That's what she looks like. Nice layer of foam.
So good.
You want to put this over there so they can see it real quick?
Yeah.
That's what she looks like on top with the garnish.
You can't really see the foam that well, but it's definitely there.
There
That's
you go.
beautiful. We're going to have to make more of that one.
Okay. Not
Another
a problem. Not a problem.
Right? All right. So we can.
I do recommend a rye bourbon because the rye.
Really, that's, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's the high rye content of the bourbon does add to the flavor quite a lot. But it just happens to be what we have in the house. They don't sponsor us, so.
They could.
They could. You know what? I'd gladly drink it.
Yeah.
What's up, Looney?
Hey.
He says, go Chili and Nikki. He says, looking good so far. So Looney is our kind of a surrogate Louisiana fan. His son goes to LSU.
Woohoo. Yes, and I love your posts while you're down there. Because it's always about
He's
food.
our world traveler.
Yep. Okay, so
What you doing?
well, I did shrimp étouffée because it's common but still kind of not. Cajun and Creole food really didn't hit the national scene until the 80s.
Yeah.
So unless you lived in or near Louisiana, probably wasn't something most people were familiar with. I got to tell you though, as soon as Paul Prudhomme published a cookbook, and I think if I remember correctly, I was little then. Mom helped. He had a cooking show maybe on PBS.
He did.
Like my mom was smitten immediately, and we had Cajun food, Creole food all the time growing up. So she taught herself, thanks to Paul Prudhomme, how to cook. I would, having dug in a little bit more to the cuisine, the basics, and we know gumbo and we know jambalaya for sure. And you can buy Zatarans and all that kind of stuff in the store now. Étouffée is a little bit lesser known, but still common. And then when you really get into some of the nuances of the cuisine, you'll find critters and all sorts of things, just like we have here in Southern Illinois. We eat crazy things like squirrel. So I wanted to stick with something that was common enough that you'd know it, but maybe not so familiar that you've had it a lot. So hence the étouffée. Shrimp here, no crawfish in the grocery store where we live. At least not right now. Sometimes we do find it. And beignets, which are very much a...
So Looney, have you had milk punch on your travels to Baton Rouge?
Oh, probably
As a nightcap or a pick-me-up in the morning? Or are you still just the straight old beer guy?
Oh, I need a dough scraper.
Lord, that looks good.
Yeah, I was afraid it was too wet when I was mixing it earlier, so I added a little bit more flour to it.
It looks delicious.
Well, it tasted good raw, so yeah. I'm gonna hope it tastes good.
So we did make the dough a little early.
Yeah, you have to let it sit for almost 2 hours because it's a yeast dough, so it rises just like your bread dough would rise. We have room.
Jill says shrimp étouffée is her favorite Cajun cuisine.
It's one of mine too. I make jambalaya a lot. I don't know if I'm going to even have to roll this.
I don't think you are.
Okay, so this is a yeast dough. And I do not use my own recipe by any stretch of the imagination, so I will link to the recipe that I use.
First he's heard of it, but he's going to check. Going to try.
Milk punch, yeah.
Checking to see if he has some vanilla right now.
You'll like it.
You will.
Yeah. I think it's probably not something you want to drink with your dinner because it's very, it's very
it's
desserty.
A nightcapper. It is definitely a nightcapper.
Yeah.
Or a morning pick-me-up after a long, hard night.
So I was going to roll these, but I don't have to because my dough's loose enough. So anyway, this is a yeast dough. It is not my recipe. I used one I found on the internet ages ago, but
yeah, it's definitely a desserty drink.
I have, however, adapted it just because of where we live. It's really humid here, so it takes more flour sometimes to make things happen.
People are gonna be like, "Why aren't you doing hurricanes?" Well, because we did
We
hurricanes.
did
about a year and a
hurricanes,
half
and
ago.
hurricanes are kind of
Booze filled.
cliche.
Yeah.
They're a little cliche now, so we wanted to get. We have plans for this year.
We're older now.
We don't always act like it.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so I have patted this out, and it's about maybe half an inch thick, which is really all we want.
This is so good.
I had my rolling pin ready. Didn't need to use it. Plenty of flour there, however. And we're going to check and see if that oil is ready to go yet. It is not.
Nope, not yet.
Okay. So anyway, this is
Well,
very
it's not hot enough.
Yeah, very much a yeast dough situation. Don't be afraid of the yeast. Follow the instructions when you're working with it, and it turns out fine. So this was trying to remember the yeast and water and sugar mix until it's foamy. Milk, eggs, more sugar. I'm trying to remember. And then I ended up with 4.5 cups of flour going into all of that to get to this consistency. So we'll get recipes out there.
Oh, the shrimp are nice and perfect right now.
And right now we're just waiting for the oil to come up. I'm going to wash my hands though so I can drink.
Yes, please do.
The shrimp I have are pre-cooked. We grabbed some that was easy and quite honestly less expensive. And oddly enough, the pre-cooked was less expensive. So we're going to throw those in at the last minute.
Get what's available.
Well, and that's the whole thing. He loves to eat. I love to recreate things that we've had when we travel. Some of the things that we're doing this year will be that. This I learned how to cook ages ago. Oh, that is like on point.
It smells really good.
Yeah. The other thing I will say is using fresh local ingredients makes things better. So everything except for the green pepper, because they're not in season yet.
Well, learning to make simple syrup, it's pretty simple, buddy.
There you go. Tell him. Where's my drink? What? I don't know that I have a measuring cup you can use. They're all dirty.
This will work.
You gonna make some?
Oh God, no! I don't even.
Okay.
We could. We could get the vanilla thing out of the trash.
Mm-mm. It's okay. I can buy more.
Get one of these.
Microwavable measuring cup.
Microwavable measuring cup.
That's all you need.
Half a cup of water, half a cup of sugar. Throw it in the microwave until it melts. That's your simple syrup.
Melts and dissolves.
Melts and dissolves.
Yeah. 1 minute.
That is simple syrup, the simplest way.
I'm using last week's fry oil, by the way. We gotta quit deep frying stuff around here.
No, we don't. I gotta let a pooch in.
I am sitting. I'm almost there. You want it to be at 350. Last week we made sauerkraut balls. No, the oil does not smell or taste like sauerkraut. You want this at 350. And I'm sitting at 325. So we're going to give it another minute or two. We're going to cut these into, if you've ever made dumplings, I know a couple of you.
Hell, I can do that. Game on.
What? Who? Oh.
Simple syrup.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, simple syrup's the easiest thing in the world. That's why it's called simple. It's equal parts sugar, water. That's it.
You know what? Why am I using that? I got a pastry cutter right here. Duh.
Don't ever buy simple syrup.
All right, we're cutting into 1.5 to 2 inch pieces.
If you like it more sweet, go 2 to 1 with the sugar.
Oh yeah. Like I said, if you've ever made dumplings, I mean, and if you've got one of those roller things, I don't have one of those because I don't do enough with it. I'm gonna cut these first, and we'll do. Oh, We'll do these ends first and get them out of the way. They don't have to be the same size, nothing like that.
We have powdered sugar?
Yep,
Oh,
we're there. Okay.
340. Close enough.
Close enough for government work. So you want it to be around 350. Once it hits that, back your heat off so it stays there and then kind of spot check. So yeast dough. Uh-oh, I got one that's stuck.
You didn't do a good job of splitting her off there.
Well, so it's going to be a deformed beignet.
That's okay. It's just
Nobody cares.
the price of eating at our establishment.
1 to 2 minutes, depending on size.
If you don't like what we're cooking, we'll refund you the price.
Pretty much how I feel. That one's a little. My dough was a little wet earlier, but
Oh man, they're already popping up.
yeah, like 1 to 2 minutes max
Yeah, they're popping up.
till they're.
Do I need to flip them?
You will, and here's the.
Where's the
Right here.
tongs?
Use those. And you don't want to crowd the pan. Are we? Yeah, okay. Oopsie.
Ah, come on, dude.
Whoop. That could have hurted.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it doesn't take
Keep your
long for
fingers
these
back.
guys to.
Do I have stuff? Oh, it's behind me.
It's behind you, yeah. Drain them on a rack so they don't sog on a paper towel. Everybody uses a paper towel, but paper towels soak up moisture
And then they hold it.
and then they hold it and everything gets soggy.
That's right. I'm gonna pull this one. Looks like it's ready. It could go a little longer. This one's ready though.
Okay.
The funky one is ready.
And you that's kind of a cute one.
It is a cute one.
So I made the dough, and just like bread dough, you want to run it through your mixer with the dough hook. Let
Next.
it crawl up the dough hook, and then
You gonna show them that?
yeah,
Okay.
that one looks like a wizard's hat.
It's not ready yet. It's
Okay.
almost ready.
Okay, I'm gonna here. You can
Just set it over here.
okay, set it over there. And then you have to let it sit, and it doubles in size, just like bread dough does. Now, I will say these are not the best the next day. Like, donuts are really good the next day. Those are not at all uniform. By the way, I'm not good at math.
That's why she married me. If you didn't
Yeah, it
realize
is.
it, read that post from last week.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 times 4.
24.
All right. Plus 6. 30.
30.
We're going to get 30. That's why it's no joke. I married him so he would do taxes.
I do.
All right. Our rice is sitting on an 8-minute.
Chill.
Yeah,
Oh, do you want to stir that or no?
I just did. It's
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yeah. We'll dump the shrimp at like the last minute, but when you pull that, whoopsie, last one off.
Go for it.
Another one in. And are they still on?
Yeah, there's still people on.
No, I meant I'm.
Of course they are. I don't know. I don't know. I hope so. I hope we haven't run them off yet.
I've got sticky fingers here. So when you drop beignets in, you want to drop them in from one end and lay them in. Don't just plunk them in. I didn't have enough flour on the underside of this.
I'm gonna have to have some more cocktail. We might have to make some simple syrup real quick
Okay.
because we have vanilla extract.
Use the cinnamon.
That's true. That's true.
See what it tastes like.
Hell yeah, why not?
I mean, the whole idea with recipes is to experiment,
That's right.
right?
I think so.
Just don't burn the roux.
I won't burn the roux.
Well, the roux's fine at this point.
How's your cocktail doing?
Lovely, thank you.
All right.
Those of you who've watched us for a while know that sometimes I pull things out on my rear end on the night of the show.
Sometimes we have to punt.
And I'm going to tell you that Chili Davis asked me for beignets last week. And I thought, oh, crap. And then we had beignets Saturday morning at Farmer's Market because we can get them at Farmer's Market. Somebody makes them on the spot with their coffee. And they were incredible.
They
And
were
I thought,
really
oh,
good.
crap. Because I've never made beignets before.
They don't
Ever.
look too difficult, though.
But that's one of the beautiful things about learning how to cook. Because you have these things called transferable skills.
Yeah.
Except for with a yeast dough that doesn't have enough flour on the back of it. Do you have room?
I got room for like one more.
All right, we'll do one more. But clearly it's not bothering the outcome much. All right, I'm going to release my rice the rest of the way. And I'm going to take a drink.
Yes, please do, because I got to make some more here in a second.
And when one of those is cooled off enough, we'll shake some powdered sugar on it.
I'm almost to the point of my third one. And
beignets can be made, they can't see me, okay.
no.
Beignets can be made two different ways. With a yeast dough like I've done, or choux pastry. CHOUX, choux, not SHOE, choux. And if you've ever had an eclair or a cream puff, that's what you use choux pastry to make pâte à choux. I know, they're beautiful.
They are delicious looking.
However,
What's that?
powdered sugar.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. There is sugar in the beignet dough, but not like a ton. And you always want powdered sugar on top.
Oh, yeah. You got to load them some bitches down. 1 ounce simple syrup? No, yeah, 1 ounce simple syrup. I don't know. Lonnie, are you making, if you're making 2 ounce, 3 ounce, then it's 1 ounce. If you're making 4 ounce, 6 ounce, then it's 2 ounce. It depends on how big your glass is, how much you want. So this was 4 ounces of bourbon, 6 ounces of milk, 2 ounces of simple. Grate some nutmeg on it.
Okay. Those.
Make sure you do rye bourbon. Or not. It's up to you, buddy.
Those could probably be shaped better.
We're not looking for artistic content. We're looking for
They're
taste.
definitely not artistic. That one's going to be long and wiggly. Because I didn't have enough flour underneath them. But man.
Oh, man. Them some good beignets.
So pro tip of the day, make sure your board is liberally floured before you. I probably could cut these a little bit smaller too, but.
Those are delicious. Wow.
Yeah. Make sure your pastry mat is very floured before you
There you go.
start that process. They taste good. That's all that matters.
I love
But I think my dough has doubled in size just sitting
that
here.
yeast dough.
Oh, yeah. That's a killer.
Man.
That's going to be a funky one.
Who cares how funky it is?
I don't care. They taste good, and they'll probably be fine tomorrow if you want to take some to work.
I'm going to. Beignets are going to work. What we don't eat tonight.
Oh, well, guess what?
Man, that's so good. And the beignets go deliciously perfect with this milk punch.
Yep. I'm going to cut these smaller up here.
It does take a couple hours for the beignet dough.
The dough, yeah, definitely.
So
Fingers crossed, folks, on the rice. Hey, look at that. What do you know? That worked like it was supposed to. I'm kind of out of room over here.
these are so good.
All right, I'm going to stir. This is like the perfect consistency of thickness. At the last minute, we will stick our shrimp in there.
And you're going to throw the beignet recipe on?
Yes, I will. I will probably rewrite it because I ended up using more flour and less sugar than what the recipe I have called for, because I don't like them super sweet because you put like super sweet on top.
I like them super sweet though.
Well, I know, but oh, the rice is perfect. Even though it's long grain, we'll survive.
Oh, we'll be fine.
Instant pot rice, folks. Brown rice, wild rice, white rice, jasmine rice, basmati rice, whatever kind of rice you got. One of the easiest things in the world. Set it and walk away, unlike rice anyplace else.
Man. All right.
Coming in.
Our tray is kind of full.
Well, it just means we're going to have to get out of the way, sugar. Well, that one's big. My dough has continued to
Jill
rise.
says, "Can I come to work with you tomorrow?" Of course you can, Miss Jill. Yes. I'm taking extras into the office.
Oh, he definitely is. We might sugar those in the morning.
Yeah, we will.
The ones that go in,
Yeah.
otherwise they'll get soggy tonight.
We don't want to do that.
We'll just sugar the ones we eat.
Yep. Sugar as you go. All right. I need to make another cocktail or two.
Well, you're fine.
I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'll take another one.
All right.
I have to work tomorrow, but not at 8.
Oh, I do. All right. So
We're going to try the cinnamon now
hey, yeah, we are. Where's the other bottle at?
on the floor right next to the fridge.
Okay. Because that's not enough to.
Oh, no, not at all.
So I'm gonna make yours. Give me yours, because I'm gonna make yours with the bullet. I'm gonna make mine with. Oh, I don't know.
All right, I've got to get a plate or something here. Woo, guys, it's warm. All right, I'm going to transfer some of these. Ooh,
I'm gonna make mine with the Wild Turkey 101. Yeah, it's like
the middle, or
yeah, the middle, and these over here. This is like the first one, the very first one, anyway.
Well, he's cute.
Yeah,
he looks. I don't know what he looks like.
So I'll make yours with as much bullet as I got left.
That's fine. No concern. This reminds me of biscuit donuts. Woo! I'm a little hot.
So when you run out of high rye bourbon at
it's probably got a little dark.
an ounce, you punt.
And you switch to Wild Turkey.
Yep. You switch to Wild Turkey.
Thanks, Lenny.
Wild Turkey.
Oh, yeah.
That works. So you got an ounce of rye and an ounce of just regular. Oh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Gots to love the Wild Turkey 101. It'll proof down that milk. Nice. All right, SoCo works too. When he says he went with Southern Comfort.
Oh, did it work? How did you
how
like
did it come out?
I love that you're like making it while we're making it.
Yeah. SoCo would be good. It's got a vanilla-y kind of flavored profile to it.
Okay, now I feel like I'm playing in Play-Doh over here.
Well, it's getting kind of warm in this.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to get them.
Oh yeah, that's not even an ounce of cinnamon vanilla.
Get these last guys in, because it is warm in here with all this going.
It is definitely.
And just, by the way, we don't eat like this every night.
No, but once a week we might. So,
Well, that blew. Okay, that one's going to be
we're
kind of
using a
wonky.
cinnamon vanilla coffee syrup because I
That's
didn't
all
make
we have.
simple syrup in
We're-
advance.
We're punting again. I'm good at that punting thing.
Yeah. Oh, it's kind of pinkish.
Oh, well, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Okay, let's see. Oh, where's my... I feel like I'm wilting over here. Oh, not quite.
Your cocktail.
Oh, thank you.
How's it taste with the cinnamon and vanilla?
Oh my God.
Good.
Cinnamon milk punch is the bomb.
I figured it would be because we both like cinnamon.
Yeah, that is super yummy.
Yeah. So when you run out of good stuff, you punt.
Buy the coffee syrup. I buy that cinnamon. If you've got a TJ Maxx near you, go there and get some because that's where I find it. I don't find it anyplace else. Pardon me. I have
the 101 will definitely proof your milk for you. So, but it's strong enough bourbon that it mixes well. That's the reason why I bought it because.
All right, my last two beignets.
It's good for a standard bourbon.
I actually got like 34 out of this and probably could have gotten a lot more because some of these are big guys. That is yummy. All right, I'm going to.
So, Loney says he really likes it. It's been better with those. Yes, it would be better with the beignets.
Well, honey, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. You're quite a ways away.
Homecoming. I got you.
Yeah. We got you at homecoming, Loney.
I'll have to add a beignet stand to tailgate, though. Whew, that might be more than I can handle.
All right, so.
All righty.
Yeah, if you like cinnamon, throw cinnamon and vanilla
Yeah, that's like scrumptious.
syrup in there, and
We're about there.
well, we still got to finish up the.
I know, but
étouffée.
it's like literally you throw the shrimp in. And the fact that étouffée has been cooking this long is fine. I had it on super low and it's just sitting there doing its thing.
It's just sitting there simmering in its own sweetness.
Yeah. In fact, I can go ahead and shrimp it.
Oh my Lord.
The longer it cooks, the more intense the flavors too, by the way. So, and it's so good.
I think I got like yours and mine combined a little bit.
Oh, Lord, you did. Okay.
I might have been a little heavy-handed with one or two of the cocktail mixes.
So again, the roux is the key with Cajun and Creole both. Creole food typically has a lighter blonde roux, blonde to dark. Well, let's see, blonde to light brown. Had to think about that. Cajun food takes the roux much darker. I'm kind of in the middle here because on étouffée, I don't like it super, super dark. Personal preference.
You want some nutmeg in yours?
No, I've got plenty.
Okay.
I'm so hot. My bangs have this little curl on them because it's so humid in here. So just ignore the crazy hair,
All right,
lady. Oh, come on. Really?
So now you guys have seen us punt different directions multiple times just because we've run out of stuff.
Right? Or
we did
can't find
exactly
things.
what we wanted to do. Use some shit up that we got sitting around.
Made these beignets that are like Tetris shaped.
There you go.
Shit.
That's the cinnamon flavor. It's got a little pinkish flavor to it, little pinkish color to it.
Yep, that one needs to go just a little bit hair longer.
Wow, that is really good.
Yeah, the cinnamon's like incredible.
Mm-hmm.
That last one needs to go hair longer. All right, if you want to pop them back over here, I've got. It's not that bad. This little curl that's killing me right
Here
here
we go.
because I can see it. All right, this is just a pound of shrimp going in.
16 ounces with the tails. So it's 15.5 ounces now.
Shells and tails removed, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you want, I mean, add more, whatever, but
Yeah, whatever.
this is really all we needed. All we're doing is warming this through. I've got it on super low. In fact, I'm going to turn it off. I turned the oil off on the beignet to let that last one coast. It's fine. Go ahead.
It's ready.
Again, oil I used last week, second fry.
You're not supposed to tell people that.
No, no, you are supposed to tell people that when you're trying to teach them how to cook.
Yeah, that's true.
And I will strain it again and put it back in the.
Yeah, it doesn't smell like sauerkraut at all.
Oh gosh, no, it does. It's not going to hold that.
No.
Especially considering the sauerkraut was on the inside. Oh. All right, I have a bit of a doughy mess over here.
So, Lonnie, am I correct? It is a definite morning picker-upper or a good nightcap, a good dessert cocktail.
Good dessert cocktail for sure.
For sure. Am I telling the truth?
Okay, we don't want white. Yeah, we do want white. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We want
Got
that
it.
for you. I'll use yellow for me.
What's this for?
What's what? Garnish.
Oh,
Dude.
I'm just curious.
All right, I'm going to kind of roll my mess up here and sit it out of the way a bit. I will come back to that later. Yeah.
Just
All
throw it
right.
in there.
Turning that off. Rice is beautiful.
That looks delicious.
Beautiful. Oh, beautiful.
We have a
Woo!
whole lot of beignets.
Well, if we don't sugar them tonight, they'll be fine tomorrow.
That's perfect.
All right, here's a trick. I have these cute little bowls
That are how many ounces?
that hold 1 cup.
1 cup? Okay.
You want to pop them over here?
I'll pop them over there. You're there.
All right, cute little bowls that hold 1 cup. If you don't have these, use a measuring cup. Pack it.
He says he agrees completely with our statement of it is an after dinner drink, a dessert drink, a nightcap, or a morning drink. But he's looking for something to eat with it.
Beignets.
We don't have beignets. He has cinnamon graham crackers. He needs to go shopping. Looney, we love you, buddy. We love you, man.
That is perfect. Oh my God, I love you. What was I talking about? Okay, so measuring cup, if you've got little bowls that hold about 1 cup of rice, pack it in. Invert your plate, your bowl. This is fancy schmancy. If you don't want to do this, don't do it. I like doing this kind of shit.
For fun. Yeah.
Okay.
That looks
Cup of rice.
Oh, yeah.
Because Chili Davis.
That's right.
You and Looney got me.
We
Drunk?
did like that. Yep. Me and the old man.
Damn sick pies, I swear.
That's
Can I
right.
say that
Yeah,
online?
you can say that online.
Jesus.
We don't mind.
You and your brothers, all 500 of them.
That's right.
All right, so now we're going to, do you want to move them?
Oh, you're over there.
I know. Well, I want you over here.
All right, there you go.
Okay, so now we're going to ladle this around. Ah, crap. I got a mess.
You got a dog in the way is what you got.
But that's part of my problem.
Shug, come on.
Do I have a
Go on.
paper towel? I don't.
Go on.
Mine I'm going to take a picture of so I can post the recipe tomorrow.
There you go.
Thank you.
They can't see you.
I don't know if this is like a comedy routine or cooking show.
That's everything.
All right, so, you can, it's over here. All right, so mound of rice, couple ladles, probably 2/3 of a cup, give or take, of the
Shrimp
étouffée.
Yeah.
And because I've got onions in it already, pop some garnish on top.
Oh,
Voila.
that looks so good.
Let that sit and cool
Yeah.
before you take a bite.
Top mine up, would you please?
Well, that's yours. I'm going to take a picture with the white.
Oh, okay.
Funky
Beignets.
Making of the Funky Soul Medina song.
Yeah. Oh,
That
shame
was
on
coming
you.
out. All right. Child of
You
the
child
70s.
of the 80s and 90s.
Yeah. Okay, beignets, powdered sugar, shake, shake, shake. See, more 80s songs sticking in my head.
I was about to say there's another song that goes like that.
Like to the point that you almost can't see the beignet.
It's right. You want to cover them with powdered sugar.
If you don't do the powdered sugar, then don't eat the beignet.
Nah. The beignets are delicious on their own, but
You talk, I shoot.
you've got to add that powdered sugar.
And if you want recipes, you have to hang out with me while I take pictures because
Looney says it looks like Cafe Du Davis. Who needs another place?
right?
We try, and we're at an hour right now,
Well, and
then
slightly.
some. You know, because you gotta make the beignet dough. But I'm telling you right now, Looney, we're having a hell of a lot more fun than those chefs are.
That is no lie, because this is not culinary school. It's dinner and a drink with the Davises. Woo! All right,
That's
there's
right.
some beignets, boys and girls. Look at those bad boys here. I'm eating that squiggly one that looks like a wizard's hat.
Oh, okay. I'm having this one here.
Poor sugar.
She's just in the way. Man, that's a hell of a dessert. And we haven't
Dessert
even had
first. I know.
the main course.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You can make your beignets bigger. You can make your beignets smaller. If you're not selling them,
They don't have to be perfect.
yeah. Because all we're doing is eating.
These might be a wee bit on the dark side, but it's okay.
No, they're perfect. They really are.
I have a rat terrier down here trying to eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to find scraps.
Here.
Oh, is that my
I'm going to take a bite of yours before I make mine. But I'll leave you the shrimp.
Oh, I'm eating some shrimp.
You eat some shrimp.
My God, I'm getting a little bit of rice.
Oh my God.
Mm. That's dinner.
Mm-hmm. Maybe just a wee bit more salt, but beyond that, it was perfect. Wow.
Guys, thanks for going to Louisiana with us.
Thanks for hanging out with us on a holiday.
Yeah, on a Monday night.
Right?
Remember your veterans who've passed, who can't eat with us.
Well, we're past Memorial Day. I was going to say set a place for them, but we're past that today. But
Yep.
Thankfully, in our family, they all came home that I know of in recent generations, at any rate. So, all right. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to play another one and take some pictures and deal with this curl that I have going on here.
That one right there.
Yes. It got humid in here, baby. I love you.
It happens. Love you too.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us. Good to see some of you that haven't been with us for a while.
Yeah. Cookie, Looney,
And
thank you for joining in.
And thanks for cooking along and drinking along. And next week, we're headed to
our neighboring
state, Indiana.
Yep.
It is not going to be any healthier, although étouffée is not. I mean, it's full of butter or oil. So yeah, never mind. Let's say it's not too bad, but so yeah, Indiana has a couple really good ones, and it's going to be a good meal. So, and
they're known for bourbon too.
They're known for. Well, I'm not going to give it away. It's going to be a sandwich, kind of like La Bamba's burritos that are as big as your head, if you know Carbondale, and most of you on here do. And there's going to be dessert. And there's going to be a product that is Indiana-based that will be going along with the meal. So I don't
Besides our beef?
We're not having beef.
Okay, well, I'm just making sure our beef is Indiana-based.
Oh, well, yeah, that is. But no, like a product you can buy in a grocery store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that kind of product.
They can't buy our beef in the grocery store.
Have another drink, squirrel. God. Woo! So yeah, join us next week, and there we go. So I will have 1 or 2 recipes up in the next few days, and thanks for joining us. We have plans, by the way, but I can't share the plans until
I don't have plans.
until probably July, because I need to tweak a couple things before
I don't have plans.
unearth what I'm up to next. I'm always up to something.
You are.
Aunt Stephanie and I are up to something too. So,
Oh,
all right.
my.
Have a good week. We will see you when we see you. And I am not going to have any more to drink because wow, that kicks.
I am.
It's a kick. Are we done?
I think so.
All right. Bye, guys.
See y'all.